Hello friends, my name is Vandrel and today I want to show you a solo farm I haven't really seen documented elsewhere. And for this video we're also going to need to dust off our perma-stealth Deadeye from our Bloodstone Warped Heights farm. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to check it out. The items we're gonna be farming today are called Special Roots, and we can farm 35 of them in 2 minutes and they take roughly 2 minutes to respawn. Which means this is actually a repeatable solo farm. They're sought after on the auction house for the simple reason that you can hand them into an NPC and instantly complete one of the hearts in Mount Maelstrom. People who like doing map completions might like these, as it could save them quite a bit of time by skipping the heart, but they need 50 of these roots. And special roots are a prime example why I usually don't like talking about gold per hour too much. If I were to follow the standard method, I would have to say you make about 2.25 gold every 2 minutes, or maybe every 4 minutes if we actually want to be honest and account for respawn timers. But these timers are somewhat difficult to estimate too, because if you can jump to another map instance, you would have 0 respawn time. And so 2.25 gold every 2 minutes would mean 67.5 gold per hour, repeatable solo farm. Now, what I did to get to this number is use the sell listing price, and about 400 to 500 of these special roots sell per day. So if you have the patience to sell at those prices, you will actually make that gold per hour. But if we instant sell at the current price, which is closer to 4 silver, we have to shave about a third of our profits off in gold per hour. If you farm thousands of them, that gold per hour will also decline. And on top of that, I'm of the opinion that the respawn time matters, so I'd rather say you can get 35 every 4 minutes. And with that massive disclaimer out of the way, I wouldn't be making this video if it isn't still worth farming these. There are hundreds of buy orders between 3 and 4 silver, which is still about 1 to 1.5 gold every 2 minutes if you instant sell, and that means cold hard cash. So let's take a look at what we're doing exactly. For this farm, you want to go to Bard's Valley in Mount Maelstrom on a Deadeye, as this is currently the only class that can permanently maintain stealth, and boy will we need it. The AoE of one of the mobs we would come across has a chance to down you, and there's multiple of them. If you don't know how to play or build a permanent stealth Deadeye, I would advise you to check out my previous perma-stealth farm. I'll also leave the specific build in the description of this video. The basic gist is pretty simple of playing as perma-stealth build. Just use your skills in a staggered way because you can only stack up stealth 10 to 15 seconds and you don't want to waste any. Now let's get on to the actual location. Once you get to Bard's Valley, there is a cave on the east side of the waypoint and the entrance to that cave is on the east side of the structure, so you'll have to go around. In this cave you'll find 35 special roots which are roughly on a 2-minute spawn timer. It's actually closer to 1 minute 45 based on the footage I recorded from doing this multiple times in a row. And all you want to do is make sure you can remain in stealth and pick these special roots. You can spend the next roughly 2 minutes of downtime around the area, as there is actually a lot of platinum and hardwood to gather. And most mobs actually also drop pretty valuable materials. And once the roots have respawned, we can go into the cave again and go for another round of gathering. And that's literally all there is to this farm. Currently the roots sell for just under 4 silver if you're instantly selling them, or for around 6.4 silver each if you were listing them on the trading post. As I already mentioned, about 500 get sold every day. Now if you were to instant sell massive amounts, you could still instant sell more than 1,000 over the price of 2.8 silver. And I know mentioning this has the potential to wreck the prices of this market, but to me it's still an interesting farm that I wanted to share with all of you. By the way, I have more farms like this one planned for the upcoming videos, so make sure to check them out in the coming days. If the prices decline of the items, you'll simply be able to hop over to another farm and we'll still be good to go. And that's also about it for this video. If you have any comments or questions, make sure to leave them down below, or better yet, join our Discord, the link is in the description. And if you liked it, please like this video and your subscription would mean the world to me.